You know that feeling when you look up at the night sky and just feel kind of small? That sense of wonder, trying to wrap your head around just how massive everything out there really is? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. This is your guide to astronomy, the science that asks the biggest questions you can imagine. I mean, it's something we've all felt, right? You're outside, it's a clear night, maybe you're away from all the city lights, and you just look up, and bam, you're hit with this endless blanket of stars. That feeling, that little spark of curiosity that makes you wonder, what's my place in all of this? That's been pushing humanity to explore for thousands of years.
And you know what? That curiosity actually has a name. It's called astronomy. And really, it's pretty simple. It's the science of, well, everything that's not on Earth. We're talking about the moon, distant galaxies, you name it. If it's out there, astronomers are trying to figure it out.
All right, so what does that actually mean? What are we looking at? To get a handle on it, let's take a quick trip through the cosmos. We're going to start close to home, in our own neighborhood, and then we are going to zoom out, like way out, all the way to the edge of the universe.
Okay, first stop, our own cosmic backyard. This is all the stuff that's, relatively nearby. We're talking about planets like Mars and Jupiter that we all learned about in school, all their cool moons, and of course, the comets and asteroids zipping around. They're basically our neighbors on this big journey around the sun. But hold on, because this is where things get truly mind-bending. Astronomy also looks way, way deeper. We're talking about individual stars, like our sun, but also the gigantic galaxies that hold billions of stars. And then there are the craziest things you can imagine, like black holes. It all leads us to the biggest question of all. Where did all of this come from in the first place? Okay, so looking at far-off galaxies is cool, for sure. But you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with me, with my life right here on Earth? And the answer might surprise you. It turns out it has to do with pretty much everything. Yeah, for a science that looks so far away, its impact is incredibly down to Earth. See, it's not just about looking out there, it's about understanding in here. It helps us figure out where we came from, it explains why our own planet works the way it does, it literally powers our technology, and of course, it keeps that awesome sense of discovery alive. Let me give you some real-world examples. Think about the Big Bang Theory. That's our entire origin story, and it came directly from astronomy. Or what about the seasons? The only reason we have summer and winter is because of the tilt of our planet as it goes around the sun. That's basic astronomy. And the GPS in your phone? It only works because we figured out how to put satellites in just the right spot in orbit. So who are the people actually doing all this amazing work? I mean, this isn't just some abstract science happening in a lab. No, it's a very human adventure, and it's being pushed forward by explorers from all across the globe. These explorers are called astronomers, and they work for some really incredible organizations. You've definitely heard of places like NASA in the United States or the European Space Agency, but there are also agencies like Suparco in Pakistan. It just goes to show you the search for answers out there in the cosmos is something that brings the whole world together. But maybe the most exciting part about astronomy isn't what we already know. It's all the stuff we don't know yet. It feels like every time we find an answer, it just leads to 10 more questions. It pushes us to build bigger, better tools and ask even crazier questions. So, what's next? It really boils down to this. Astronomy helps us understand where we came from and where we're going. It's so much more than a science. It's our story. It's the story that tells us that, literally, we are all made of stardust. And it's the story that gives us a peek into a future where maybe, just maybe, we'll travel out there among those stars. And that leaves us with one last, really exciting question. We have new telescopes looking deeper into space than we ever have before. We are right on the edge of finding things that could completely change everything we think we know. So the next time you look up at that night sky, just remember, the biggest secrets are still out there, just waiting. What secrets do you think the universe will reveal next?